What's going on, guys? This is Elite Canton here, bringing you my beginning steps into OU battles. If you guys frequent our streams often, most of you know that I'm primarily a VGC player. If you aren't in our streams, why not? We are about to get into the battle, but first, guys, I want you all to know that we encourage viewer submissions, so you guys can be doing the same thing I am doing for you right now. But let's talk about my team real quick, then we'll get into the battle. Mew is my designated lead for this team. He carries weakness policy, baton pass, and taunt, and defog. He's really bulky, and if he gets hit by a super effective move, he's going to basically enable one of our other Pokemon to sweep. Next is my Charizard Y. I carry him. I know a lot of people expect to see Charizard X in singles, so I feel like he has a great surprise factor in being Charizard Y. He is primarily my doubles Pokemon. I haven't bred him for singles yet, so he is carrying Heat Wave instead of Flamethrower, so just keep that in mind. Next is my Aegislash. I carry a physical Aegislash because most people expect to see special. So when they do run into a physical, it will definitely throw them off guard. Next is my Machamp. Basically, he's just a powerhouse and a tank all wrapped into one. He puts in a lot of work for me, and he actually doesn't disappoint in this game either. Next is my Wigglytuff. I run an Assault Fest Wigglytuff. This thing is super bulky. It can take a hit or two. Most people don't see Wigglytuff coming. They don't understand how it works, so it definitely catches them off guard. My last Pokemon is Reniculus. Again, you know, it's just that bulky, tanky, high special attack hitter. So that's basically my team, guys. So without further ado, let's get into the battle right now. By the way, guys, if you want to see more content, click on the buttons on your left to check out my Twitch live stream and my Twitter. So we're going to go ahead here, and the battle's starting up here now. So he leads with Breloom, so I decided to go ahead and taunt, just predicting the Spore. Last thing I need is that thing to come across and put me to sleep. So I decided at this point I'm just going to go ahead and put him to, or go ahead and kill him with a Psychic. He Mach Punches me. I guess he was just trying to get a little bit of damage off. I'm not sure what his thoughts were on that. So now I believe he sends out Cinccino. I go ahead and swap out into Aegislash, predicting either he will Tail Slap me or Rock Blast me. Either way, I'm going to resist the hit or be completely immune. He does go for the Tail Slap here, so that worked out rather well. He switches out. I wasn't sure if he was going to or not, so I go ahead and go for a Sacred Sword. But he does swap into his Steelix. I do some decent damage, but that thing is just so bulky, it's really hard to hit it for anything significant without any boosts. So I do about 20-25%. Here, I made a mistake. I do switch into Shield form. Even though I knew he was going to go for Stealth Rocks, I didn't want to risk an Earthquake. After this turn, I go ahead next and I go for a Swords Dance, knowing that I'm not going to be able to hit him. So he goes ahead here, and I believe, yeah, he Earthquakes me. It does decent bit of damage, but I am carrying the leftovers. After seeing how much damage he does, I'm like, okay, he hits me good, but I should be able to hit one more. So I go ahead for a second Swords Dance just to ensure I kill him. I've already found out I outspeed him. So he goes through the Earthquake, and I live with 11 health? Yeah, 11 health. So I go ahead and get my leftovers proc, and at this point I just go ahead and Sacred Sword him for the kill. I don't know, I'm kind of surprised he didn't switch out and seeing that coming. I guess nothing really wanted to swap into a double boosted Sacred Sword. Even Pavilion doesn't really want to. So again, I get the proc up. Now he goes into Levani, I believe it is. Yep. So I figured at this point I'm so low in health, I might as well sack it. I probably should have King Shielded just to lower his attack. So that was a small misplay on my part, but I sacked him out all the same, going to Fluttershy. I figured not much on his team really wants to take a Dynamic Punch. Even though Pavilion will resist it, which is what I believe he sends in here next. Yeah, he sends in Pavilion. It's still going to cause confusion. So I figure either way he swaps out, he stays in, something's either going to hurt or get confused or die. He does go ahead this turn and he hits himself in his confusion, which works out great for me. My guess is he's probably going for a sleep powder there. I do carry the rock slide since it's no guard, so I go ahead and take that out, no problem. At this point, I believe he does come back in. Oh, he comes back in with Sanchino. I am super bulky, which I don't think he anticipated. So the tail slap does connect 5 times. It does decent damage, but I actually carry a citrus berry on this Machamp. No one sees this coming. Like, it confuses everybody. He's just so bulky that it works out so well. So he gets back up and he dynamic punches for an easy KO. I really knew Sanchino didn't stand much of a chance against me. I resist his Rock Blast. Tail Slap doesn't do much. He sends in Levani. I figure I should be able to live a hit. He gets the crit and a freeze. So that's definitely, you know, one of those things I didn't see coming. You can't predict, but it happens. So he'll finish me off here. At this point, I actually kind of forget what I swapped into. Okay, I swapped back into Mew. I knew I might need Charizard at this point, so I wanted to get those stones off the field. As I said earlier, I do carry Defog, and like I said, this thing is so bulky that this Levani really can't even do anything to me. At this point, I really don't need Mew for anything else. He doesn't have anything left that could set me up really for a proc. So I just go for Psychics until Mew dies. I am able to get 2 Psychics off, as you're going to see here. Guys, Mew is so strong in OU, especially this specific set. It runs max HP and max speed, just so it can outspeed some of the more speed creep sets. But this Mew does work. I go ahead and send him Ridiculous. I know I'm bulky enough to take any of the hits. I do Protect just to sort of scout, see what he's going to do here. I didn't know if maybe he was carrying a dark move or not. I see he goes for the Ice Punch again. I'm like, okay, cool. I can live that and KO you back. So that's basically what happens here. Next, he sends out, okay, Sharpedo. I don't really have anything I feel comfortable taking a Crunch from Sharpedo. I did Protect again just to scout, see what he was going to do. I had a feeling Crunch was going to come out. I'm hoping my bulk will let me live this, but no. It eats right through me, as you guys see. So next I go into Wigglytuff. Going in like this, I know I'm going to get a hit off and he's not going to OHKO me. He does go for the Waterfall. But again, I am super bulky. I can take a hit. And I go for Dazzling Gleam, which is a one-shot, no problem. And guys, that's basically the way this battle ends. He's a really good player. It was a really good battle. I think my team just countered his a little hard. But aside from that, guys, I believe that's it. I do hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, give us a like, and if we hit 30 likes in a day, we'll upload you guys a second video. By liking and subscribing really helps Rocket HQ to grow and lets us bring you guys more content. And remember, if you want to submit content to Rocket HQ, hit the Google Drive button on your right there. It's the one that looks like a little pyramid. I'd also like to leave you guys with one question. In this battle, you saw us use a lot of Pokemon that are ranked lower than OU. Which lower tier Pokemon do you bring with you into an OU battle? And with that thought, guys, I will see you all later.